I don't care. I could have said something else, but we're here, so.
I'm shocked. I'm shocked.
Well.
Oh, yeah, smoothness, Frank.
Yes. Are we on this topic again?
Are you going to apologize?
I'm not going to apologize. I'm not apologizing. No, I still don't. I mean, you can tell me what the number is, but now I think everybody's wondering about interpreting numbers. I mean, is it good to have smooth greens? Yeah.
All right, Frank, you said no apologies.
No apologies.
I don't detect any contrition on the subject of smoothness. I'm going to call you incorrigible.
Incorrigible.
So let's just disagree about that.
Yes.
How about we talk about sand, which is really important.
Yeah.
Let's see if we have any common ground on sand.
Okay.
All right, I think it's really important for people to know how much sand they apply.
And I think you are correct that it is good that they know that, but I have spent a good part of my career just getting guys, you got to remember, this is it's new now that we're measuring sand. I think. It wasn't until Rock did his work in Nebraska bentgrass stuff that the number and amount of sand they needed back then was, or how much sand do I need? And there was a number that got generated, and I believe that informed the USGA about how they thought sand needed to be applied. But I think what you guys have highlighted in the last bunch of years is the very intimate relationship between growth and sand requirement, how much you're growing and how much sand you need to apply to keep the surfaces performing the way you are. And I have been focusing on just getting them to put sand down, not necessarily getting them to pay attention to how much. That it seemed to me that would be something that they would intuitively figure out on their own, that in addition to when they filled holes, if they needed to apply any more during the season, how much that they would need to use. And again, I mean, most guys would be able to tell you how many tons or truckloads they put on, but not depth that you guys are talking about now. So I wouldn't say people didn't know how much sand they used, because they did. They knew I used 30 tons. But I don't think anybody was converting it to depth until you started having this conversation with them.
You think that the growth rate, how much the grass is growing, is related to how much sand you should apply. And to me, that seems really like we've always known that, but you think it's a little bit new to pay as much attention to it as people are paying attention now. Am I putting words in your mouth?
No. And I would say further, it isn't just paying attention to it, it's converting to depth of it, right? You convert all the time.
Well, it's depth. You talk about precipitation as cubic feet per 1,000 square feet? No, but you could, but it's easier if you do it as a depth. And that's why if we're talking about how much sand we apply, we can talk about cubic feet per 1,000 square feet.
Well, but
it's easiest as a one number.
That's correct.
There's not a numerator and a denominator.
That's correct.
It's easier to just say one number.
But if you're going to pick on how we measure things or how we don't measure things, when I talk to golf course superintendents, they talk to me about measuring water in minutes, not in actual amount of water in many parts of the country. So I think it's okay to single out, we should be more precise about the amount of sand that we use. And I, like you, learned that, thatch is accumulating when growth is exceeding degradation. That's how we learned it. Now we know it's more thatch is accumulating when it's not being diluted properly and degraded properly, right? We always knew that, but I don't think we had numbers to go with how much to put on.
Okay, well, it sounds like we kind of agree on this. But if I could leave a take-home message for everybody, it would be, please pay attention to how much sand you apply. If you apply too little sand, the surfaces won't be as good as they could be. If you apply too much sand, the surfaces also won't be as good as they could be. So it's very important, just like with water, just like with nitrogen, to apply the right amount.
Have you found many golf courses in your travels putting on too much sand?
Yes.
Okay. Is that a new phenomenon in your mind in the last 10 years that you're seeing people put on too much sand?
Past 20 years.
Yes. It's something that's changed in the last 20 years.
Yeah, people
First it was not enough, and now you're starting to see too much.
Nitrogen rates have come down.
Yes.
So in the past, I think people were putting enough sand. What they were doing was putting too much nitrogen.
Mm-hmm.
So the amount of sand that they were putting in relation to the nitrogen was not right.
That's right.
And now the nitrogen rates have come down. A lot of people are using plant growth regulators, but then they continue having the idea that the sand is necessary, that they need to keep putting sand. And sand destroys cutting units, and it does not enhance the putting quality. So, but if you put no sand, you won't quite have the surfaces you want. So getting the right amount is important. There's lots of information about that at paceturf.org.